Pisces, welcome back. We're here to do your update for November 2023 and anything I feel you may need to know. Your reading is very interesting, big turn of events. We are covering both love and general. And yes, I do have a new tarot deck. So should you wish to know which deck it is, this is the deck. And very separately, we will have the Mars retrograde update live by the time the collective does reach this. We do pre-release these star signs early, and this month we will have 2 editions. So let's get straight into your read. Now, the first message I was getting from my guides is that in the month of November, after moving away from the eclipse, we are going through a death and a rebirth. And I did receive feather, and even while I was meditating upon your reading, I saw another one. So they've been haunting me whenever I have been channeling these messages for the collective, for the star signs. I have pulled a chakra card, a crystal card. If I feel guided to mention anything else, I will advise you. And also a romance, 2 romance cards came out for you, which I will read them to you and give you my download. Now, I did need to pull one clarifier because I really did feel yours is the first reading where I do feel something big is happening. And this can be happening either in your love life, but it's really personal to you. You know, whatever you're wanting to do, there's almost this anxiousness, this need for liberation and freedom in some sense. Particularly, it could be because Jupiter did move back into the house of Pisces, but particularly I was feeling this nagging energy, so I did pull a clarifier. So we'll channel that as well, and it could be a little bit of a challenge, but I feel the anxiousness or the excitement, whatever's going to come through, is quite important. So now the crystal that we do have for you this month did come out in reverse. And again, this does make sense. I do feel spiritually, it's like the emotions, maybe suppressing some of your thoughts. It is, you know, it could be for you feeling a little bit like you're holding something in. You're trying to keep you cool. There could be some anxiousness happening around family and home. I'm especially seeing from the cards. Now, this crystal, it is to do with the ability to earn, your ability to unleash your unlimited potential. And I feel for some of you, you might have burnt the candle at both ends. You could have this anxiousness, especially expressing yourself, and this can come through in your throat chakra, okay? I'll show you the crystal. Emerald, very heart chakra. I'm telling you, throat chakra. You may need to do a throat chakra clearing. I also feel your sacral chakra could be a little bit under or overactive because it's coming up and down. It's really moving up and down through the expression kind of point. And I think it's like you've maybe made a decision. You don't quite know how to articulate it. You don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, but you could be getting moody. I earn unlimited income doing what I love. I am successful in all my pursuits. It's in reverse. Now, for some of you, it could be that you are wanting to earn more at a very basic level. At a separate level, it can be something is shifting, and so there's a bit of nervousness. Okay, some of my hopes and dreams and aspirations, now that I've had this revelation of what I'm wanting, could be more expensive than I thought. Could take a little bit more time. Maybe I need to tweak something. Maybe I'm doing too much. Release limiting beliefs regarding money. And I don't feel it's just to do with money, but we'll dig deeper. Increase financial success, attract extreme wealth, increase abundance in all areas of life, cultivate authentic relationships. And I feel it's more to do with you expressing your viewpoint. You may not want to upset someone, but you may need to discuss something. This could be with a loved one, however it's landing. Okay, we're going to channel it further. Again, Mars is coming through for you. The energy of action. This could be to do with the change surrounding home. There could be a lot of frustrations. For those of you that have kids, you could be getting frustrated. But there is something coming to an end, and that particularly could feel anxious. I do feel you at a personal level. You could be missing loved ones. One of the messages that I was channeling was really with our guides. It's like feeling almost like we're out of place, feeling that we've been placed on a Martian planet and things are feeling foreign. So we're trying to get our bearings as we are proceeding forward. Now, the feather totem is that your guides are with you and they're answering your prayers. It is also the courage that through these uplifts and changes that we need to understand in the long run, the circumstances in our personal lives that are changing will in the long run be for the better. They're also making reference to the fact that you may not feel such at the time, but you do have the power to uplift yourself like the Phoenix rising. This feather is a rare cockatoo feather. I was pounded with feathers as I was channeling and tuning into the collective. And it went from a very small white feather, which means your guides are with you. Stop, meditate, listen to your heart. And then it went further. It went on to multi-toned feathers to the largest feather, and they're continuing. So it's still very relevant moving into the month of November. The two romance angels, before I get into your love in general, and then we're going to sum it all up and bring it together, is time. Now, the next eclipse is the bringer of time. It's Uranus and Taurus. For you, it says time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. Now, I'm going to go further into that, especially for those of you that are like getting frustrated with that. It's a little bit like the divine timing card. It's like, divine timing? When's that going to happen? Wait. I'm hearing the term the floor is lava. Don't rush into anything. Allow nature to take its course. I really do feel some of you are wanting to discuss something. I'm really feeling this quite loudly. Your general energy, you have the Tower and you have the Ten of Cups. And I was quite perplexed by it. I was like, okay. Particularly because it's coming up in your mind. For those of you that are in a relationship, something can be changing. And that can feel scary. It can be a new chapter in life. I feel it's overall, though. This is your friendship groups. It's the Ten of Cups energy. It's your contracts. It's your partnerships. It's the changes. It's maybe your mother and father energy, especially if they have transcended over. And the chapter in your life that you're currently in right now. Those of you either thinking on a romantic interest or directly inside the relationship, you may feel something needs to change. And it could be that because you love this person, you don't quite know how to articulate it. There could be things that are personal that are going on for them. There could be this worry also. But I also do feel, Pisces, there is like, could be misunderstandings going on. I do feel there's big plans for you. I do feel you're looking at the bigger picture, and I feel you're coming through the gate extremely adult. I do particularly feel passion as well. I really felt passion with your star sign, wanting to be more playful, wanting to have more personal time, having the balance between work and play, having the balance between home, family, and love, and really wanting it all. So there can be this throwing caution to the wind. I'm just looking if you got the full card because it's really taking on the full card kind of frequency. But I do feel you're going to be dropping something that maybe is taking you away from your bliss and especially wanting to have more social energy. Now, the one thing I will tell you, okay, is with the sacral chakra energy, Mars, I'm feeling as though, especially with the throat chakra, the kind of energy coming through with your passions and, your likes and your dislikes, we can, when we're nervous, instead of focusing on service, we pacify. So there is a risk that something needs to go because it's a means to an end, but it's not actually resolving the issue and the status quo, so to speak. I do feel some of you over the next 6 months may move. It could be coming up now. Some of you could be looking at the bigger picture. It could be, okay, how am I going to save for a house? What location am I going to move to? Somebody could be moving in or out. There is a restructuring, especially of your daily routine and your social circle. I do feel, especially where it does come to love, you feel something has hit it. I'm hearing the term status quo, okay? You're looking at things and you're wondering why, with all due diligence, all effort, things keep coming up, things have remained the same. You're perplexed by this. Now, even though we do have the general energy of the Ten of Cups, we do have the Tower, okay? And I feel that something is shifting. And I feel that's something that is shifting in the area of love and wondering why something hasn't budged. This is where I pulled a clarifier. Now, for some of you, I'm seeing a lot of red energy here. It could be you are dealing with the Mars-related dynamic, or it could be Aries energy, okay? We also have this crystal relating to your romance house. Creativity flows through me in a myriad of ways. I courageously bring my ideas into actuality. Those of you, you're wanting to spice it up. You're wanting to have more fun. You're wanting to have more communication, passion, and desire. I do feel some of the things that you used to maybe tolerate, like, I feel it's coming back to that base level, but there could also be something in the joint resources going on where these big choices for those of you that are in a relationship are shifting. Those of you that are tuning into an individual, you directly may be looking at some changes that are going on with this person. You could be meditating upon why is there a hold up. I feel, I'm hearing the term where to from here, but I really do feel a charged conversation. I really do feel a lot of love in this connection. And that's for singles and couples, whomever you are tuning into. I feel there is an ushering in, attracting in of love. I do feel there's healing of the past. Now, love interest clarity card. Activity and creative minds, finalizing projects, realizing unlimited potential, improving visual skills, stimulating the courage to fulfill life's purpose and potential. I feel this person's getting back into balance, but I do feel at a very personal level, something is changing with you. So this situation needs to be reevaluated, retweaked for the success to move forward. I do particularly feel some of you are needing a holiday. And if you are multitasking and doing 2, 3, 4 positions, I feel you're fine-tuning it and you're realizing you're going to be more efficient in one particular direction. And I do see something shifting about. I also see for those of you that have children, there is conflict. I feel this need, though, to get away, to get into harmony. Belief systems are clashing, though, and that can be perplexing you at the moment. I do feel you're going to be ushering in some brand new friendship groups. Some of you are coming to terms with previous friendships, the way they reacted to things, accountability. And I do feel those energies are shifting at this point in time. Try to not go into lack mentality, because what is being removed is to bring the positive frequency of deep, deep spiritual connections into your life. You potentially also could go up a tier level at work, and therefore you really do, with your energy, need to be very mindful of how you use it. Can you manage the routine that is currently going on? You are coming up as the Emperor, and this is really that one step up. This is reaching for the stars. This is leveling up. It's getting the things that you want to get in order. You guys are really great for that intuitive energy, and logically, especially, you could really get a lot done, I would say, in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Few hiccups along the way, I will say. Do be super careful with superiors at the moment. But I ultimately see some of you also could be looking at, okay, how are you building your career? And it doesn't, for those of you that don't have a career, it can be that you actually get a really bold position. And I do feel it'll be in the first 2 weeks, network out, and I feel this could be quite positive. I also feel the world of troubles on your shoulders. Something's keeping you up at night. If something's not taking to your bliss, this could be a time you actually make a decision to cut things off. But I ultimately feel there's grand potential there for you. And I do feel resources really increasing. Even though you're coming up as the Six of Swords in your wealth and abundance sector, I do feel you're looking at things logically. I feel that you're getting structured in a routine, maybe saving for a certain project. But I feel after mid-month, I do feel things are shifting. I really do. In the unseen, it's like some clarity is coming to you. And I do feel with the sun card coming through, I feel that clarity. It could be that a younger energy is telling you something, but I do feel some light is going to be shining on a circumstance, and you're going to be able to actually make a solid decision. What you're not seeing is going to be given to you. So I really feel yours is the first reading. I'm really quite happy about that. Is that it's almost you're going to be privy to information. Now, this may be because Pisces can be particularly psychic in nature. It's asking you to move away from the ego, to disconnect from things that no longer serve you. But do be very careful of ego this month. So if you're really being quite cruel to yourself and you're being critical or you're feeling grumpy, sit with yourself for a little bit. Journal about what you think is going on, because I ultimately feel you're going to unleash your full potential. And I do see if you hold steadfast to what the bigger picture is and you articulate what you're needing from a place of love and passion, but not anger, I feel that will be your bliss. I also feel you're waiting for the right opportunity to address it, and you may need more clarity before you do such. And I also feel once you have the notion that, okay, divine timing, you feel you know when you can address these things. But I very much do feel big plans around home and family, and I also feel some surprise pregnancies. Now, don't forget to check out the Mars update. It is in the house of Gemini until mid, I would say, first 3 to 4 months of 2023. So it is going to be highly relevant for quite a while. And also, if you wish to use the deck, here it is again. Otherwise, I will love you and leave you. If you do want a private booking, you can go to the link below. And yes, these updates relating to astrology are pre-released, as well as this month we do have 2 editions for your psychic downloads. Take care, beautifuls, and have a wonderful month.